We just made it home from Home Depot. I am so incredibly thankful that they do curbside pickup. They also have the Caroline carts there, which is amazing. My son's in a wheelchair, and so I can't go buy lumber and push a wheelchair at the same time. These are 16-foot 2x4s. So they brought them all out to my car, helped me load them up, and I got them home. And that is amazing, the fact that I can fit 16-footers in this van and bring them home is awesome. I was white knuckling it a little bit down the road, not gonna lie. There's so many automatic features on this car that I was a little bit afraid the trunk was just gonna open up while I'm going down the highway, but we got home with no problems. I'm gonna unload these and get them in the barn, and I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with them. So our new Ram Caspian is going to be here this weekend. I need to get another stall built in the barn and close off one little section just to be safe. I have the fencers coming on the 27th, so we're gonna have about a week between when Caspian gets here and the permanent fence is put up. The electric fence is working okay. My girls have gotten out a couple times and they always just come up to the front porch. When that happens, they don't go anywhere, but it's never happened when I'm not home. So to be safe, I'm getting the permanent fence put up. I'm still gonna do the rotational grazing in that area, but then there's an extra layer just in case they get through the electric fence. Were you a good helper today with all of our errands we had to do? We had to go all over the place today. He likes to sit out here and play with his water. Water is his favorite. And a lot of times when I'm working in the garden or doing outdoor work, I just have a station set up outdoors for him that has a water table or something that he can play with while I can still keep an eye on him, but then he's close by and entertained. Because he's not as much into the gardening like Ellie is. Let's go over and see how the girls are doing. I've got a couple more things to grab and we can get started on the stall. Now there's no lighting in my barn. My dad was here, I think it was last weekend, helping me close up some of the openings in the barn. So it's a little dark. I'm gonna see what I can do about the lighting, but I wanna show you guys how I'm making this stall. Girl. So this door was just in this building from when I bought the house. Dad left me a cute face on there so maybe I can smile every time I come through. And it's a fully functioning door. And we closed off that back door there also. So I set them up for breakfast and then ran inside to check something while they ate. So this stall I set up very hastily when they first came, just with pallets. It's nothing fancy, it's not super sturdy either, but it was basically free. The pallets were free. It was all wood scraps that I had and screws that I already had laying around. And I just kind of put it together really quickly so I had something for when they get here. And then that keeps them separated when they're eating so they're not trying to steal each other's food. One of the problems I'm running into is that when they are playing, they may sometimes like run into the wall and whack it and then it moves really far and I have to scoot it back. So it's not super stable, but it was a good first attempt at having a stall made out of pallets. So the plan, I was able to get those 16-foot boards, and the distance from here to here is just about 16 feet. So we are going to put a wall here, and then we are going to make a part of a wall here and a door over here. You need pets. You need pets. If you didn't know, East Frisians are very affectionate and they really like to have a lot of interaction with their humans. And if you don't give it to them, they will demand it. I saw a post the other day about an East Frisian that kept jumping up on somebody because they want pets and they're not getting enough pets. It wasn't mine, but they are very friendly and they like their humans. Okay. So I got 4x4 posts I'm going to put for the door, and then I have treated 2x4s I'm going to put along the ground to provide some stability, and then a untreated 2x4 to go at 6 feet tall that I can put the post into the ground and put it into the 6-foot post. And then I am hoping we can fit in some pallets and make that super stable and also even, not how this is like junk, like make it like nice and straight and even in there. So let's get started. I want to at some point close this in a little bit and have like a rolling door that I can open and close. So if we have really bad weather or anything, I can close it, and then also have a gate down here so that when I'm moving them, I can just close this if I ever need to, but still have fresh air coming in. And then this one and that one I want to close up completely. I want to create a area where we have the feed in kind of a stall place where it's not going to be accessible to them. They can't just tear through it. And then also I want to have the milking stand where it's kind of closed off here but has a gate so I can let one of them in at a time, because this year I've only had Miss Margot in milk. She is an experienced mother. Sugar, this will be her first time having lambs and being milked, so I would need to be able to let them in one at a time to get them their food and get them milked and then let them back out while the other one waits their turn. First thing I did was line up my board to see where my post needs to go. I'm planning on tying it into here, so I'm digging my hole for my post right here. These are the moments when I start to question my construction ability. I always have this picture in my head of how it's gonna go, and then when I start, it doesn't go anything like that, and I question if I know what in the world I'm doing. So we'll see how this goes. I got these deck make screws for this project. I've used these before and really like these. I did the curbside pickup at Home Depot. It was great. I didn't have any issues. They brought it off to the car. I was able to fit 16 footers in the van, tie it down, and bring it home. You can do it. You can do it. I'm gonna measure 6 feet up here. Alright, so before I can put the next 4x4 post in, I need to figure out how big my doorway is going to be. I'm using 4-foot pallets, so I'm going to take one of these pallets and cut it down the middle here, right along this spine. So then it'll have, this whole part will be the door, it'll have this on the side connecting it. Alright, so we're going to put these hinges on first before I take it over, and the door is going to swing open that way. So this side has the least bit over the edge, so I won't have to worry about it, where this side has a little bit over the edge. Don't hit that with the hammer. Oh man, that one does not want to go in. There we go.
Mom?
Yes, dear?
They're a bit weird.
Yeah, we gotta put those ones in on the barn.
Mom?
Mm-hmm. You'll push the button? Whoop! Wait. Let me get it in the hole first, okay? Hold on. Just a second. Wait. Okay, now push it. Good job, good job. You did it. You did it. All right, good job. High five. Thank you for your help. Good job. All right, we're going to get this door up on here. I'm just going to put a scrap piece of wood down below it to lift it off the ground. While I'm doing this. I'm just going to put one screw in real quick to anchor it, and then we'll level it. Alright, so it's not in there super tight. Oops, sorry, Marvin, watch out. You want to make sure everything's good for your boy coming, huh? Well, it looks like my battery is running out, so I'm gonna plug this in. I've got to run out for a little bit, and then I'll be back to keep working. Having the door level makes it so it doesn't swing all over the place. One of the hardest things I've found about getting these tasks and projects done with littles is that sometimes I am coming out and doing like 5 minutes of work and then having to run back inside. It makes it a little bit hard to film too, because then it's kind of chunky and chopped up into those 5-minute increments. But the way we get a garden planted is one plant at a time. So if you can just do a little bit at a time, it's still making progress towards the goal. All right, perfect. Then our next 4x4 is gonna go here. So we're gonna dig that hole. All right, so now we need to cut 2 boards. I'm gonna use treated wood on the bottom, regular wood on the top, just in case the floor gets wet, the wood will last longer. It's just over 12 feet from the end of each 2x4, so let's go get those cut and then we'll put those on. We're losing light fast, so I'm hoping we can get almost all of this done tonight, at least this side of it. One of the things I like to do is start my screws over here while I'm close to the house, so that when I take it out to the barn, it's already started. It's a lot faster for me to get it in and I can get back over here quicker. together so nicely. All I need to do now is measure this gap here, cut down a pallet to fit, and then this wall will be done. And all we'll have to do is get a latch on the door. Like 16 3/4, a little bit shy of 16 3/4. So it's a little bit not straight. So a little bit shy of 16 3/4, a little bit shy of 16. All right, let's go see what we can do. All right, how are we making this? Oh.
Check it out.
You are so cute. All right, so what I'm thinking for this is the piece that we had cut from the door. It's about 19 inches long. So I'm just gonna cut this, put a 2x4 in to make the side solid, and then slide it in over there. So we measured the top and the bottom, and we're just gonna put a line here. Oh, hold on, baby. Oh. Hold on 1 second. Let me put this line on here first, okay?
Mom,
Yes, dear.
I want pumpkin.
You want the pumpkin? You got the tape measure? All right, I'll have to cut this on the other side too. All right, where's your headphones? All right, so I've got this 2x4 slid in here, left over from one of the pieces that I cut over on the barn. We're just gonna put some nails in here and that'll be steady, and we'll take it over and slide it into the missing slot. We'll slide it in. I'm gonna need to trim just a little bit more off of this, and then this should fit in. We can get that screwed in, and that will be done. Now for the door. I'm gonna take this old 2x6 that was out in the barn and cut it down. It'll be a stopper on our door. I'll show you how it's gonna work, but we're gonna cut that and get it over there. All right, so for the door here, there's a little bit of a gap. Less at the bottom, more at the top. So, we're going to see if that would work. So we're gonna screw this in here. Watch out, Miss Margot. And that won't get in the way of the gate. And then we're gonna put this 2x6 on there, and that will act as a door stopper. Watch out, baby. Look out, guys. You making sure it looks good for your boy? There. Make sure that this is gonna stop it. Watch out, sugar. Watch out, sugar. Alright, so this needs to come over. will be our door stopper. So that way if he pushes on it, it won't be going anywhere. Okay. I'm just gonna put a couple more screws in there, and then all we'll need to do is put this latch on. We're ready to pick up our boy. I don't really need to duck, but see, push as hard as I can. All right, I'm happy with this. Just gonna clean up some stuff, and eventually I'll put in a sidewall over there, but it doesn't have to get done today. So I'm happy with how this turned out. I'm happy with it. All right, let's go pick up our boy.